What's going on, Master Duel fans? James Polk here, and of course, had to do a little deck switching from the ranked duels. Season 22, obviously, just so that we're going on a little bit of a adventure at the time this happens because of the dailies that I had to do, which was to put up the link summons as you see the hand. But when it comes to venturing out, let's see what deck that are we going to come across in this Fat 50 deck. Okay, Kashtira, Unicorn, and Perm the Unicorn. Okay, first time, Rescue-ACE. Rescue-ACE is a series of fire, some machines, and some warriors. They are a control style deck who focuses on the two important key cards. Hydrant, for the sake of the Rescue-ACE spells and traps, and the boss man of Turbulence, which is the realest win con monster of the deck. Now, as we journey on through the adventures of Rescue-ACE, let's see what's up about how Rescue-ACE be. Rescue-ACE Hydrant. You want to see this card on the field at all times? Level 1, Fire Machine, no stats both ways. While you control a Rescue-ACE monster that isn't Hydrant, your opponent's monsters cannot target this card for attacks. Also, your opponent cannot target this card within card effects. Each of the following effects are Hydrant once. Activate a quick play spell or trap that was set by the effect of your Rescue-ACE card the turn it was set. So basically, in combination with Turbulence, which we are about to get through, this makes it so that you are able to activate the Rescue-ACE spells and traps. Side note, they're being treated as Rescue-ACE. And then during your main phase, add one Rescue-ACE monster from deck to hand that isn't Hydrant. So Stratos of Rescue-ACE monsters. And I remember this way too well. When Hydrant first appeared, card was around like $4 or $5 when it first came out. And once OCG starts using the Bellstar engine in the OCG land before the TCG land's release, Hydrants shot way up in price, around $60 to $70. And all I can say is that is one pricey card. Impulse. Level 3 Fire Warrior, 15 both ways. During your main phase, choose the one effect monster your opponent controls with the highest attack, your choice if tied, and no one can activate that monster's effects on the field this turn. When your opponent activates a monster effect as a quick effect, ship this from hand or face up, special one machine Rescue-ACE straight from your deck. So E-Telly of a machine Rescue-ACE. Each effect once of Impulse. Rescue-ACE Airlifter. Level 4 Fire Warrior, 17 both ways. No more special, add one Rescue-ACE spell from deck to hand, so Stratos of Rescue-ACE spells. When your opponent activates a monster effect on the field as a quick effect, ship this from hand or face up, special summon one Rescue-ACE from your hand that isn't Airlifter. Each effect once. Rescue-ACE Monitor. Level 4 Fire Warrior, 1800 both ways. Normal or special, add one Rescue-ACE trap. So Stratos of Rescue-ACE traps from deck to hand. Okay, so Hydrant is the Stratos of monsters, Airlifter is the Stratos of spells, and then Monitor is the Stratos of Traps. When your opponent activates a monster effect as a quick effect, tribute this from hand or face up, then target one Rescue-ACE monster in your graveyard that isn't monitored, special it. Each effect once. Okay, so Impulse, Airlifter, and Monitor, they all do something as soon as your opponent's monster trigger their effects to tribute themselves from field or hand. Impulse, E-Teles, the Rescue-ACE, Airlifter, Extender from hand, Monitor, Reborns a Rescue-ACE. Rescue-ACE, Fire Attacker. Level 6 Fire Machine, 2200 both ways. If a Rescue-ACE monsters, more than one, is normal or special that isn't Fire Attacker outside of the damage step, special summon this from your hand, so free Extender. And then if a card's more than one is added to your hand that isn't drawing outside of the damage step, draw 2, discard 1. Each effect once. Rescue-ACE, Fire Engine. If a Rescue-ACE monsters, more than one, is normal or special, outside of Fire Engine, outside of the damage step, free special summon for hand. So same thing as Fire Attacker. So Fire Attacker and Fire Engine, free extenders. And then if a monsters is special summoned to your opponent's field outside of the damage step, special 1 level 4 or lower Rescue-ACE from hand, deck, or graveyard. So basically anywhere for level 4s. Each effect once. Rescue-ACE, Turbulence. Level 9 Fire Machine, 3000 flat both ways. Banish 2 Rescue-ACE cards from your graveyard, free special from hand. Now, this specific effect of Turbulence, do not let this card resolve its effects. Ever. Its real effect is, during your main phase, you can set up to 4 Rescue-ACE quick play spells / normal traps with different names straight from your deck. As in, once again, do not resolve Turbulence. Ever. Because if it does, it's a wrap. If another card's more than one you control leaves the field by an opponent's card effect outside of the damage step, you can target one card anywhere on the field, kill it. Each effect of Turbulence once. Rescue-ACE HQ. While your opponent controls a monster, all Rescue-ACE monsters gain 500 attack and defense. During your main phase, normal summon 1 Rescue-ACE in addition to your normal summon, so double summon of Rescue-ACE. Once per turn, target 4 Rescue-ACE cards that are banished and or in your graveyard, shuffle them back, draw 1, as in soft once per turn. Rescue-ACE Spells and Traps. Rescue, Alert, Contain, Extinguish, Reinforce. They all have side effects as long as Rescue-ACE Hydrant is on the field. Rescue. Target 1 Rescue-ACE in your graveyard, or if you control Hydrant, target 1 monster of your opponent's graveyard instead. Special it out. So, Monster Reborn, normally your graveyard, or if Hydrant, it's a Charmer. Charmer Link thing. Alert. Stratos, or not Stratos, add 1 Rescue-ACE from grave to hand, or if you control Hydrant, add 1 Rescue-ACE monster from dead to hand. So yeah, I was right on Stratos. Recursion, or if you have Hydrant, Stratos of Rescue-ACE monster. Contain. If you control a Rescue-ACE monster, target one effect monster your opponent controls. That effect monster cannot attack. Effects negated. Effect Veiler. If you control Hydrant at resolution, it cannot be used as any material of any kind. Fusion, Synchro, XZ, or Link. So, Effect Veiler with a built-in no using the material for extra deck mechanic. Only if you control Hydrant. Extinguish. If you control a Rescue-ACE, target one effect monster your opponent controls, kill it. Then, if you currently control Hydrant, your opponent cannot activate the effects of that destroyed monster or with its same original name that turn. And by controlling a Rescue-ACE monster. So, spot removal with a hint of no effects of the copied destroyed monster. Reinforce. Target one Rescue-ACE monster you control. For the rest of the turn, that monster gains 1500 attack and defense and is unaffected by everything else in terms of monster effects, and the next time it will be destroyed by battle, it is not. So Reinforce is the Eagle Booster with a hint of 1500 stat boost. Banish this, target one Rescue-ACE spell in your graveyard, reset it. And with that being said, that is literally every Rescue-ACE. Okay, Gizmek Inaba. So, Gizmek Rescue-ACE. And I also literally just realized something about Gizmeks as well, is that Gizmeks, they are all about machines specifically whose stat lineup are exactly the same thing. So that means Turbulence, Fire Engine, Fire Attacker, and Hydrant qualifies for the Gizmek synergy. So I can definitely see some strategy to it. So the Gizmeks. Unfortunately, according to Master Duel, is where for some reason the Gizmek archetype is not related to this. But never fear, you will be able to see it when this replay duel comes to an end. So Gizmek Inaba. Inaba triggers Imperm. HQ for Fire Attacker and one set. Draw phase, Cosmic V Extinguish. Sunny Snitch for Lila. Fire Attacker, draw 2, discard Airlifter. Let me take a look. Double Airlifter is what Fire Attacker drew. And then Game State Simplified. The usual standalone live twig combos, but Unicorn banishing something out of the extra, but Ghost Ogre is going to take it out. Unicorn takes out Phoenix. And that was after Lila getting Frost. And then Game State Simplified. Evil Lila, revive Frost. 2 together for Pink. Pink getting Blue. Blue, destroy HQ. 2 together for Trouble Sunny. Trouble Sunny over Fire Attacker. Trouble Sunny, split. Evil Pink, draw a card. 1100 to both. So 22 extra. Muckraker. Muckraker. Target Trouble Sunny, discard 1, revive it, and pass. and that is Scoop for the Gizmek Kashtira Rescue-ACE. So, since for some reason Master Duel, for one, saying that the Gizmek cards aren't related, because we only saw the rabbit, guess that means I, as a duelist, going on a venture to learn new things. So, the Gizmeks. Gizmek Inaba, the hopping hare of Hakuto. Level 1 Wind Machine, 50 both ways. Normal summon, special 1 machine whose attack equals its own defense from the hand in defense. Banish this, target 1 machine you control whose stats are equal. Cannot declare attacks except with that monster. Also, its attack and defense of all machines you currently control becomes combined. Gizmek Naganaki, the Sunrise Signaler. Level 2 Light Machine, 950 both ways. Tribute 1 machine whose attack equals its own defense. So basically, by attack equals its own defense, let's just say same stat. Tribute 1 machine who's the same stat. Special 1 machine who's the same stats with a lower level than the tributed monster. Banish this, add to your hand 1 of your banished face down machines who has the same stats. Each effect of Gizmek Naganaki once. Gizmek Tanigiku, the immobile intellect. Level 3 Earth machine, 1450 both ways. Normal or special, take 1 machine who has the same stats and place it on top of the deck. Banish this from grave, target 1 machine in your grave who has the same stats, special it in defense. Gizmek Arakami, the Hailbringer Hog. If you control a machine whose has the same stats, free special from hand, you can banish this from grave, target 1 machine who has the same stats, send 1 machine from deck to grave who has the same stats, but with a lower level than the targeted monster. And if you do, that targeted monster gains attack and defense equal to the level times 100. Gizmek Yada, free special from hand, technically not free special, by attributing 1 normal summon monster, of course, and then each of the following effects of Gizmek Yada, the Gleaming Vanguard once. Level 5 Light Machine, 2050 both ways. During your main phase, if this card was normal or special this turn, you can immediately after this effect resolves, put up a normal summon of any monster. If you do, you cannot special summon for the rest of the turn except monsters that has same original type as that monster. If this card special summon off from its own effect is tributed, gain 2050 life. Gizmek Makami, the Ferocious Fanged Fortress. Level 6 Wind Machine, 2150 both ways. While 6 or more of your cards are banished, normal summon without tribute. Each of the following effects once. If this card is normal or special, discard 1 card, or discard 1 monster, add 1 monster who has the same stats from deck to hand that isn't Gizmek Makami. If this card in the monster zone gets killed, you can shuffle 6 banished cards into the deck. Gizmek Uka, the festive fox of fecundity. Oh, goodness gracious. The butchering is real. We'll just shorten it for Gizmek Uka. All I can say is it's been a long, gruesome night there, you guys. Anywho, when it comes to Gizmek Uka, level 7 Earth Machine, 2250 both ways. Each time your opponent, normal or special, monsters, burn your opponent 300. Each of the following effects of Gizmek Uka once per turn. If a monster is special summoned from the main deck outside of the damage step, free special from hand, solid. If this card is normal or special, target one face-up monster your opponent controls, special one monster from your hand or deck whose attack equals its own defense with a same attribute as that monster. So generally the idea with Gizmek Uka, it is meant to get out your barrier statues. Depends on what attribute that your opponent plays. Gizmek Orochi, we all know what's up with Gizmek Orochi. Level 8 Dark Machine, 2450 both ways. And nothing to say about Gizmek Orochi. If you're not familiar with it, here's how he works. One effect per turn and only once that turn. So one effect or the other, can't do both. If this card is in your hand or graveyard as a quick effect, banish the top 8 cards from your deck face down, special it out. Otherwise, banish 3 cards from your extra deck face down, target one face-up monster anywhere on the field, kill it. Gizmek Kaku, the Supreme Shining Sky Stag. Each effect once. If a monster is in the extra monster zone, free special from hand, and then you can target one face-up monster in the extra monster zone, equip that face-up monster to this card, max of 1. And then when this card kills an opponent's monster by battle, special one monster that is equipped to or from the Gizmek Kaku. And of course, level 9 Fire Machine Synergy, 2750 both ways. Gizmek Okami, the Dreaded Deluge Dragon. Each of the following effects once. If 2 or more special summon from the extra deck are on the field, free special from hand, and then if this card in your possession gets sent to the grave by an opponent's card effect, banish one monster, gain life equal to its attack. And on top of that, pay 1500 life, kill all monsters that were special summoned from the extra deck. Also, you can only attack with one monster this turn. Sacred Scrolls of the Gizmek Legend, the good old field spell. During your main phase, excavate the top 3, and if you do, add one excavated machine, doesn't gotta be Gizmek's, whose has the same stats to your hand. Also banish the remaining cards face down, sounds familiar. And then hard once on the excavation. Each time a machine whose has the same stats is normal or special, place one counter. Once it has 10 or while it has 10 or more, no one can activate monster effects whose attack does not have the same stats as defense. Other than that, that is literally every Rescue-ACE covered from the live duel or the replay duel, and every single Gizmek card covered. With that being said, this is James Polk on exploration of learning new cards. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And if you haven't already, smash the notification bell to keep yourself constantly updated. And we'll catch you guys next time.